Good afternoon, everyone, and we're here once more for this big clash between the Run Getters team versus Fatima Old Boys in the Davis Cup. This is game number 17. As we see Marvin bowling to Jerome Daniel, and he's gone first ball LBW. As we see Aaron Bozier coming to face his first ball against Marvin Edwards. Beautiful start to the bowling here from Run Getters, getting rid of Jerome Daniel via LBW. As we just saw a dot ball there, passing right outside the off stump, batsman swinging and missing it. There's Marvin Edwards here to bowl his third ball of the over, passing the umpire. Once more again, outside the off stump, batsman trying to drive and missing it. The score at the end of the first over, Fatima 1 for 1. As we see the new bowler bowling from the Bryan Pavilion end, Dominic Deonarin. Bossier would first him. And this one edged through the slips and it runs all the way down to the boundary for 4 runs. So we have the first boundary here for this game. As we see that ball was just cut away to the man inside the circle on the square. So we see the end of the second over, just 4 runs coming off of it. The score is 5 for 1. As we see Marvin Edwards coming back to bowl from the media center end.
As we see Justin Thompson there, drives that one through the cover region for 4. He moves on to 5 runs. Bossier on 12. As we see Edwards into Thompson. It's well bowled and well left. As you see Dion Ryan it into Bossier here. He will come right arm over the wicket. Passes the umpire. Nice ball. Pitch on off. Coming into the middle stump. Dot ball. That ball there is played long off. And they go through for 1. So he moves on to 14. Dion Ryan here is operating with a short third man, a slip, a backward point, a cover, an extra cover, a long off, a long on, and a mid wicket, and a square leg. As we Thompson drives that one to cover. There's a good diving stop there by the fielder at extra cover. That one is driven to long off, and they will go through for 1. Thompson moves on to 7. The score is 22 for 1. And that one is driven down to long off for 1. So that will be the end of the 6th over. The score is 23 for 1.
Hi, Crystal. The commentary is here. What we're waiting on? We're waiting on Keston Jabba Lewis, who just now came back from playing a game, to start the commentary for us.
As you see, a bowling change from the media center end. New bowler is Kenor Williams coming right arm over to the right hand of Thompson. He's operating with a deep mid wicket, a long on, a long off, a sweeper, a extra cover on the circle, a point, a slip, a mid wicket, and a square leg. Thompson is on the back foot, drives that one to extra cover, no run. And he's bowled! Kenor Williams there through bat and pad. And Nelson goes for the second wicket. The score is 51 for 3. For the third wicket, sorry. The score is 51 for 3. And the new batsman walking into the crease is Ricardo Patti. And he will face Kenor Williams for one ball. Obviously that ball there is nicely defended by Ricardo Patti. I'll see the new bowler from the Bryan Pavilion N. That is Ramdan. And he will bowl to the right-handed Thompson. As you see, Thompson goes. He is caught by Marvin Edwards down at the deep mid wicket boundary. And he goes for 26. The score is 53 for 4. As we see here, Fatima, they look like they are in a spot of bowler against this Run Gators team. They would like to be looking for a score maybe over 200 in order to be this Run Gators team with their strong batting. As you see, the new batsman to the crease there is Simon Morales, a left-handed batsman.
A pleasant good night to one and all. I'm finally here at the Queen's Park Oval. It's a big fixture. It's Rungetters against Fatima. The Fatima team are in a spot of butter at 55 for 5 at the moment. It's Ragunanan. He's the new man to the crease. He's there with Morales on 2. Kenroy Williams, the bowler from the media center, and he's picked up 2 wickets already as we see this first delivery to Ragunanan. That one just wrapping him on the pad outside the line of the off stump and not out from the umpire. So that will complete the 13th over. Fatima are 55 for 5. As we see Ramdan to continue the bowling from the Bryan Pavilion end. That one wrapping Morales on the pad. There was a loud appeal. Not out is the verdict from the umpire. Ramdan operating with a short third man, a backward point, an extra cover, a long off, a mid on, a short mid wicket, a backward square, and a man on the deep mid wicket boundary. This delivery on the line of the leg stump just worked into the onside to the man at short mid wicket, and there is no runs. I wasn't here earlier on to see how the wickets fell. I only see Thompson. He was out caught on the deep mid wicket boundary by was it Marvin Phillips? So that's the only wicket I got to see. But this Fatima team are really in a spot of bother. They are one of the big teams and the favorite teams in the tournament. I would have expected a much better display from them. But so far they are in a lot of trouble at 55 for 5. Here is Ramdan yet again as he runs in right arm over the wicket. That one wrapping him on the pad, but clearly a bit of inside edge as the umpire says to the bowler. So a lot of problems here so far for this Fatima team. Their main batsmen are in the hut already. They definitely need someone to step up and give them a decent partnership. As we see this one from Ramdan, just on the line of the leg stump, just nudge into the onside to the man at backward square, and there is no more runs. One delivery left in the 14th over. Here is Ramdan again on the line of the leg stump, just defended into the onside is Morales. So that will complete 14 overs. It's 55 for 5. So Kenroy Williams will continue with the leg spin. He's bowled 2 overs so far, picked up 2 wickets for 3 runs. Here is him as he runs in, passes the umpire this delivery. A faster one outside the line of the off stump as Ragunanan is leaving that one alone. So Run Gators are currently on top of this game at the moment. Here is Williams, this delivery again outside the line of the off stump, and Ragunanan isn't offering a shot. He just watches that one as it's taken by the wicket keeper. Here is Williams, this one back of a length outside the off stump and just cut away by Ragunanan, beating the man at backward point and into the boundary for 4. So he gets off the mark with a boundary. The score now moves on up to 59 for 5. I really like to see these two build a partnership and clearly just take this Fatima team to around even 150, close to 200, so they can have something to defend when they take strike in the field. Here is Williams again, this time a fuller delivery. And Ragunanan just coming forward, defending that one into the offside. Kenroy Williams, he runs around to short cover and does the feeling off his own bowling. And no runs taken. So there's two deliveries left. Here is this one again. Oh, this time a googly pitching outside the line of the off stump and coming back into the right-handed Ragunanan. It was wrapping him on the pad, but that looks like it was missing. Not out is the verdict from the umpire, so a good decision yet again. So one delivery left in the 15th over. Here is Williams into bowl to Ragunanan. This one short of a length. He's trying to pull that one into the onside. Diane Patrick, he's the man at short mid-wicket. He runs around and stuck out a boot, and it does the feeling. So no runs taken. That will complete 15 overs. It's 59 for 5 and drinks. As we see Ramdan to continue from the Bryan Pavilion and after the drinks break. His first delivery to Morales, it's pitched up outside the line of the off stump, and he's driving that one down to the man at long off for a single. Here is this delivery from Ramdan. It's down the leg side. Some sloppy work from the wicket keeper to allow that one to beat him. So they go through for the wide and extra run. So 2 wides taken. Here is Ramdan again. This delivery on the line of the leg stump. It just worked away. Probably coming off the tie of the batsman, but he'll come back for the second. We wait to see the signal from the umpire. So clearly a bit of bat involved because umpire Suraj doesn't give us any signal. So 2 runs to Morales. He moves on now to 5. 64 for 5 is the score. Here is Ramdan as he runs in again. This delivery on the line, a full toss on the line of the middle stump. Morales is hitting that one past the man at mid-on and into the boundary now for 4. So he moves on now to 9. It's another boundary. Those last couple of deliveries from Ramdan has really been poor. He's been easing off the pressure somewhat. So 68 for 5. Here is Ramdan again. This time another wide delivery down the leg side as we see the outstretched hand of the umpire. So not good bowling. Clearly easing off some of the pressure is Ramdan. Here is Ramdan yet again as he runs in this time. Another full toss on the line of the middle stump. Just played to the man at short mid-wicket and no runs taken. So still 2 deliveries left in the 16th over. This one, a work past the man at mid-wicket as he is diving to stop that one. He's unable to stop it, but the man on the deep mid-wicket boundary, he'll get across and do the fielding, and it'll only be 1 run. So 1 delivery left. The score moves on now to 70 for 5. Here is a Ramdan again as he runs in this time down the leg side yet again. So it's really been a poor over from Ramdan so far. The over has already gone for 12 runs as we see Ramdan to bowl the final delivery. This one coming off the tick outside edge, past the man at short, third man. It will go close to the boundary as he gives chase. He's able to pull it back in with a boot, but disappointingly they only take 1 run. So I'm not sure about the running from these 2 batsmen. That surely should have been 2 or even 3. In the end, they settled for 1 run. So the score moves on now to 72 for 5 at the end of 16 overs. Kenroy Williams will continue. He's been doing quite well so far with the ball as this delivery back of a length just punched to the man at backward point, and there is no run. So a good spell so far, from Williams. He's bowled 3.1 overs, 2 for 7. Really good stuff from the leg spinner. Here is him again into bowl to Raghunanan. There's a loud appeal as that one is beating the batsman, as he shows that it probably came off his pants, and it was taken well by the wicket keeper. Not out is the decision from the umpire. As Raghunathan just takes a single out to cover. Here is Williams. He's going right arm around the wicket to the left-handed Morales. This first delivery is playing it nicely down to the man at long off for a single. .74 for 5 as Williams yet again he's going to be bowling to Raghunathan, and at this delivery tossed up and nicely driven through the offside and into the cover boundary for 4. A lovely looking shot by Raghunathan. That delivery was flighted a bit more from Kenroy Williams. I'm not sure if it was the googly on this occasion, but a lovely shot. He just caressed that ball through the offside and into the boundary for 4 more runs. The score now moves on to 78 for 5. One delivery left in the 17th over. Here is Williams again. That boundary spoiling his figure somewhat. Tossed up again, and this time the batsman not looking to really push that one, and some sloppy work at short cover. The ball was trickling to the man. He just allowed that one to go through his leg, and they get through for an easy single. So sloppy work to end the 17th over. It's 79 for 5. So Samir Mohammed, the young colt, is coming on to bowl his first over, and at this first delivery, back of a length outside the line of the off stump, and the batsman just pushes that one down to the man at a long off for a single. So 80 for 5 is the score. This delivery, another back of a length delivery. The batsman on the back foot, just punching it out to the man at backward point. He's unable to get through for any runs because he does the fielding quite cleanly. Here is Mohammed. Oh, another good tight delivery on the line of the middle stump. Back of a length, kind of cramping the batsman Morales. He was unable to really get any power into that shot as he tried to punch it through the offside. Straight to the man at extra cover, and there is no runs. So 3 deliveries still remain in the 18th over. Young Mohammed operated right arm around the wicket to the left-handed Morales as this delivery, not flighted, but just a bit too straight, probably on the line of the leg stump as it just nudged into the onside. The man at backward square, he runs around to short fine leg and it does the fielding. So it's still 2 deliveries left. This Fatima team doing exactly what they need to do now. Just take the singles, the ones, twos, whatever is available. As we see this one just flighted or good delivery, beating the batsman there on the inside edge. Oh, good delivery from him. Nice bit of flight and some turn as well. So it's good to see from young Samir Mohammed. He's a quality young bowler. He has the potential to be a top off spinner. Oh, I love the loop. Oh, this delivery, it's played exquisitely over cover. The man on the extra cover boundary has to run around. A disappointing running between the wickets yet again. They only go through for 1 run. That's really disappointing. That was a lovely looking shot. The man on the extra cover boundary had to run around a few meters to his right to do the fielding. In the end, they will settle with the 1 run. At the end of 18 overs, it's 82 for 5. So Rikash Budram, he now comes on to bowl his first over as well. So it's spin at both ends. He comes on now from the media center end to bowl to the right-handed Raghunan, and he's batted quite well so far. He's played some decent looking shots this first delivery. Just tossed up outside the line of the off stump, spinning back into the right-handed Raghunan as he leaves that one alone, taken by the wicketkeeper Kevin Williams. Here is Rikash. This one tossed up, almost Yorker length, and just dogged out by Raghunanan to the man at backward point. No runs available. There is this delivery, back of a length, spinning back into the right-handed Raghunanan as he punched that one to the man at extra cover. He's on the ring, so they'll get you for an easy single. This delivery, probably on the line of the off stump, spinning away from Morales. He's just pushing that one into the offside to the man at backward point. And there is no run. So 2 deliveries left in the 19th over. It's still applying pressure, this Rungetters team, as we see Budram right arm over the wicket to Morales, the left-hander. He's just sweeping that one down to the fine leg boundary. They'll get through for 2 runs. So a good-looking shot from him as they just keep the scoreboard ticking around. 85 for 5. Here is Budram to Morales. A back of a line delivery, this time playing it with soft hands into the offside to the man at backward point. And on this occasion, they're able to go through for that single. So that will take the total on to 86 for 5 at the end of 19 overs. Mikel Govaya and Eric Garcia are going to do the commentary for a short space of time. I'll be back shortly.
Yes, as we welcome Eric Garcia here to the commentary box. What do you think about the game, Mr. Garcia?
Well, I think Fatima is. They have catch back good, trying to build an innings here. You know, two batsmen taking the singles, waiting on the bad balls. You know.
Yes, I think that these two batsmen here, they need to stay and occupy the crease for their team to reach at least 150, 175 there, and try to defend that against this Rungetters team. What do you say?
Well, I looking at probably probably 160, I think. You know. These two are looking like the last two batsmen here. After is just some bowlers, tailenders. So these two should stay and occupy the crease, and hopefully get a good total to chase for the opponent team to chase.
Yes. Well, these two here, they need to get their team to at least 150 to try and defend it against this Rungetters team where there is a strong batting lineup with two of the youngsters they played for Queen's Park, Samir Ali and Rikash Bujram. Both of them right now is on the attack. So we'll see how Fatima does.
As we see this delivery just outside off, taken outside of the bat, going down to, I would say, deep backward point area for 1, 2, yeah.
I will see that ball is pitched up outside the line of the off stump. It's driven over extra cover. And the deep extra cover runs around there and cleans it up. And that's the end of the 20th over. And the score is 93 for 5.
As we see Rikash Budram continuing from the media center end. This delivery is just outside of turn. Oh, what? Really software there to out. Caught, short, mid wicket.
And Bujram takes the wicket there of Ragunanan, caught by Dayo. And the score is 93 for 6. And the new batsman into the crease is Kwesi Fonile. He is also a batsman that could pick up the run rate a bit, but he just needs to stay till the end so that to ensure that his team reaches the 150 mark. It's very possible for them here, but he needs to stay. Oh, and as we see a new member to the commentary box here, it's Ikwe Craig.
Yeah, good night, fellas. Good,
All right, Ikwe, what do you think about the game tonight? What do you think about the game tonight? What's a good score?
About a 180, not a bad total. I think Fatima have a great bowling attack to defend that total.
As you see, Kwesi Fornili just flicking at one to short. It's a fine leg.
Square leg.
Square leg, oh God, fine leg. Fuck. Kwesi Fornili that's pulling that one down to deep mid wicket for one.
I would say left-handed Morales sweeps that one down to the deep mid-wicket boundary. And the fielder there, Kenroy Williams, there's some good feeling and gets it back into the keeper. And they will go through for one. So now the score is 96, 95. They'll go through for two, sorry. The score is 96 for 6. I've seen that ball is pitched up on the line of the off stump, spinning away and beats Morales, the left-handed Morales. And the umpire, there's a huge appeal, the umpire says not out.
As we see Mohammed continuing from the Bryan Lara Pavilion end. His delivery is played down to long off for one. Great shot here. Down to fine leg, and they would come back for two.
And we see Samir Mohammed there bowls Simon Morales through the gates. It was a straighter ball. Now the score is 99 for 7. So we'll wait to see who's the incoming batsman. So Fatima is really in a spot of bother here now. The new batsman that's coming into the crease, all he needs to do is rotate the strike for Kwesi Fonele. And Jonathan Daniel is the new batsman into the crease. So we'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, Mikel. What do you think is a good total now, seeing that 2 quick wickets have fell? What do you think is a good total now, Mikel?
Okay, there is 9 more overs remaining. I think a good total. They could still get to that 150 mark, and that 150 mark will be Fatima has a good bowling attack. The bowling attack is good enough to defend a score of 140, 150. So I think they could, once they get up to that mark, it will be a good game in the second innings. What do you think?
According to what the analysis say, Fatima probably could come through at like 130, I would say, because a lot of tailenders will be coming in now. So
I'll see the end of the 22nd over. The score is 99 for 7.
okay, we are here with Ikwe Craig once more, and I would like to ask Ikwe about how his season went, knowing that he played in Premier 2 this season. Ikwe, how was your season?
Season was great. Came out with 600 plus runs, 1 century, and a lot of stats. You know, cricket was easy. It wasn't really all I had as I thought it would have been. And I hope to score more runs next season.
Oh, and we see the delivery is skied up. Oh, and it's brilliantly taken from the fielder who ran from a pointish area. Fatima is under some real pressure here. 99 for 8. 99 for 8. New batsman Dexter. Nexter. Jerome Nexter.
Obviously, Jerome Daniels cuts that one through the point region for 4 more.
Okay, we have a new commentator here with us today. Kevon Charles will be joining us in the box here. Kevon, we'd like to have some words from you soon.
As we see Samir Mohammed to continue from the Bryan Lara Pavilion end.
And it's a wide signal from the umpire there.
As we see this one here, slice into backward point. And the score is now 104 for 9.
Yeah. Oh, alright, cool.
Incoming batsman Shea, the Freitas.
So, Eric Garcia, what do you think will be a good score for Fatima to make now?
I'd be looking at probably like 115 to be honest, 115. Got they under some pressure right now. As we see Kevon Charles joining us up here in the box. Kevon, some information on your season, please.
Well, basically, it wasn't a bad season. Got a couple of half centuries this season. Was a bit disappointing. Wasn't able to actually convert some of those stats like 30s and 40s into high 80s or even 100. But it was still a decent effort here. And well, we didn't play too much of good cricket this season, and hence the reason why we got demoted.
Okay, Kevon, any names of the club you play with this season?
No comment.
Okay, no comment. Just making sure it's not Queen Park. He's just working that one down to mid on there for a single.
It's the end of the innings there. The last wicket falling, Rikash Pujram picking him up. And he will finish with 3 wickets from his, well, almost completing his 4th over here for 13 runs. A good spell there from Rikash Pujram, but it has been very disappointing batting here from the Fatima unit tonight here.
So a really disappointed turn of the crease for this Fatima team. They have been skittled out for 107. So we would have expected a much tougher contest in the end. They only managed 107 from, how much overs going there? 24.3 overs. So disappointing on the part of Fatima, but this Run Gators team will want to get these runs as quick as possible, get their net run rate as high as possible as well, and remain top of the table.
Okay, as we see the opening batsman Kevin Williams and Imtiaz Ali. And the opening bowler for this Fatima team is Sean Crooks. So let's see how the start will be for this Fatima team.
Only. Alright. Well, so far we've seen a good line and length there from Crook sitting back of a length area there around the off stump. Not really giving Williams any sort of room to free his arms because we know he's a very aggressive and hard hitting batsman here. One of the main batsmen to score 100 in this tournament so far. This delivery swinging back in there and he just working that one onto the onside to short mid wicket and there's no run. And at the end of the first over there, score is 4 without loss. Crooks was a good first over there, not really leaking a lot of runs, and hopefully the other bowler could contain and hopefully get some early wickets here to put Run Gators on the back foot. We've got Ricardo Patti from the Bryan Pavilion in here, a very experienced player here, played for Queenspark Cricket Club for a number of years and had a lot of success, especially with the new ball. So his experience will be key if Fatima is to pull off an upset here against Run Gators. So let's wait and see what he has to offer. Not a good start so far from Ricardo Patti. A short delivery there. It was very quick onto the batsman, but he managed to get out of the way of that one as it goes through the wicketkeeper there. But a wide signal by the umpire. The score goes on to 5 without loss inside the second over. And the finger goes up there. The first wicket has gone. Ricardo Patti striking. That delivery pitched up and swinging into the left-hander. He was trying to work that one on the onside. Makes no contact and he has to go. That's the fall of the first wicket. Run Gators 6 for 1. And the new batsman for Run Gators is Rikash Bujram here. Very good player here. And hopefully he would be able to get some runs to his name because he has not had a good start so far in this Davis Cup. And he would want some runs under his name leading into that. He going Barbados? All right. It on? Let's see Rikash Bujram awaits his first delivery from Ricardo Patti here. We've got Eric Gassi in the commentary box here. Any words so far on the Fatima bowling lineup?
Well, I mean, good start from Patti here, just a little too much extras given away.
Oh, it's a good
Oh!
back in there, crashing into the pads, and the finger goes up. That's the fall of the second wicket here. Patti striking, and Rikash has to go back to the pavilion for naught.
Yeah, well, Kevin, great delivery there from Ricardo.
And the new batsman into the crease is Dionarine Dial. And he will be facing Ricardo Patti with 2 more balls in the over. He's operating with a third man, a gully, a first, second, and third slip, a keeper, a square leg, on a mid wicket, and an extra cover. And we welcome back Keston Jabba Lewis,
Come on.
Ian Bishop to the commentary box.
No, how you stay?
Keston, what's going on?
Am I easy up though? As I've said before, the best bowling lineup in the tournament, yet again delivering, is Ricardo Patti. And we see a change in the field now. There's 3 slips, a gully, a short cover. There's no mid-off, there's a mid-on, and a backward square. This is amazing to see here at the Queen's Park Oval. There's 3 slip, a gully, a backward point. There is a mid-off, a mid-on, a backward square, and a man on the fine leg boundary. Ricardo Patti on a hat-trick bowling to the left-handed DL. And this delivery, almost the hat-trick there for Ricardo Patti. In the end, DL just getting some bat on that one. So it could be a really exciting encounter here. That 107 could be a mammoth total in this clash. Ricardo Patti in a very fine spell at the moment. Oh, lovely looking short ball. Lovely aggression here at the Queen's Park Oval. I'm really enjoying this cricket. I've said it before in the tournament. This bowling lineup that this Fatima team is a quality one. It have Crooks, who is bowling from the media center, and he swings the ball around a lot, in and out to the right-handers. And Ricardo Patti, he's the aggressive of the two. He's looking to lick you down, and it's nice to see him here. Yet again, as he runs in now from the Bryan Lara Pavilion end. Last delivery of the over, and DL is well behind that one, defending it back along the pitch, and there is no run. So at the end of 2 overs here, it's 6 for 2. I have with me Kevon Charles, a former Queen's Park player as well. Really good over from Ricardo Patti from the Bryan Lara Pavilion, and he's really cranking up some steam, and he's on the money in his first over. So really nice to see that aggression.
Indeed, it was a good spell there from Ricardo Patti, and Crooks is really backing it up in first over, only going for 4 runs here, so they are really building the pressure here on this Run Gators team. And hopefully if they continue getting wickets here, it could be an interesting contest. Yeah,
most definitely. Crooks, he's the man that goes about doing the hard work, I would say, because he just contains the scoring. He just runs up and pitches the ball in the right areas, moves it in and out, and of course a lot of problems. But Ricardo Patti is the man on the other end, just picking up the wicket. He's been really aggressive in this tournament. He's probably been the fastest bowler in the tournament as well. And it's really nice to come and watch some cricket in the Queen's Park Oval and see people operating with 3 slips, a gully. So it's some really top stuff from Ricardo Patti.
Definitely, and it's also good for the tournament. The wickets here have been really good here, and a lot of carry through, which would be conducive for stroke play here. So hopefully, we must give the groundsmen some support for the good work they are doing. Yeah, the groundsmen have been fantastic in this tournament. Ian Ramsey, he's known around here as Goatman. He's been the man that have prepared every single pitch for this Bryan Davis Cricket Festival. I probably lost track of which game this is, but this is the same pitch that has been used throughout the tournament. This is game number 17, and it continues to play quite well. The batsmen have been able to play through the line. We've already seen 500s in the tournament, so that tells you something. The batsmen have been able to go out there and really play their shots, and it's been some proper knocks as well, as we see Crooks continuing here from the media center end. Anybody ever use it? They use it. Crooks says a good delivery there, but pitching outside the line of the leg, somebody trying to work that one on the onside, makes no contact there, and the ball just trickle there to more short cover, and there's no run. Yeah, good. Clearly you should be umpiring, or because I thought he was dead, but on the replay, clearly pitching outside leg. So a good decision from the umpire.
We definitely can see you behind the sticks raising those arms soon. But good stuff from Crook so far. He's bowled 2.4 overs and only gone for 5 runs. Yet to pick up a wicket, but he's doing the good work on one end. Patty, on the other hand, he's the man that's picking up the wicket. He's bowled his 1 over for 2 runs and picked up 2 wickets, so good stuff as Crooks yet again runs in now, passes the umpire into bowl to Dial. A delivery just on around the leg stump, just worked into the onside. The man at mid-on, Kwesi Fornelia, he gets in and does the fielding, and there is no run. So the score remains 7 for 2 with 1 delivery left in the 3rd over.
So we must say good bowling there from the Fatima unit. They are complementing each other well, and hopefully the backup bowlers, most likely Kwesi Fonile, will have to come and continue bowling that hard length there and build pressure, and hopefully they could continue getting wickets here and hopefully win this game for the Fatima unit.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the approach from Dioner Dial. He's been successful throughout this tournament. He has a highest score in the tournament of 110. So he's no more with a bat. He's a quality player. Year in, year out, we see him score runs in the tournament. But I'm not too sure about the approach he's looking to take. They still have a lot of overs to bat. It's only 107 that the Fatima team was able to put on the board. He just probably needs to see out these opening bowlers and milk the rest, because clearly it's going to be an easy chase. They only require 3.74 runs and over. So not much runs to get from those 6 deliveries. So definitely probably should be a change of approach from Dioner Dial.
Well said, Keston. There's really no pressure there on the batting unit there. They've got a lot of overs to go. So once they play sensible cricket and work the ball into gaps and look for the quick singles on the toes, it should be pretty easy sailing here.
Yeah, I can assure you, if another wicket goes by, this Run Gators team is clearly going to panic. They still have the experience of Kenroy Williams in the hut. He's a quality batsman. He scored 15 the last game in quick fire time. So he'll want to really come out there once given the opportunity and win this game for his team. He'd probably been disappointed. He just lost a quarter-final game for his club team against Queen's Park, as this delivery on the line of the leg stump and whipped away quite classy by Kevin Williams into the mid-wicket boundary for 4 more runs. So the score moves on to 11 for 2. A lovely-looking shot, Kevin.
Yeah, I must say it's a good shot there. Got good time in there. He didn't actually lose his shape there and trying to work that one on the onside. You know, most of the young players these days tend to fall over while trying to work that ball on the onside, and it was good to see he's keeping his balance there.
Yeah, you say most young players. Are you alluding to Giovanni Letrin? He's here in the commentary box. He's one of them who tends to fall into over to the offside when he's looking to whip the ball through mid-wicket. As we see this one from Patty. Oh my word, that's a lovely shot. Back of a length delivery outside the line of the off stump, and he's on the toes just punching that one through cover, and he gets 2 runs. So really, Kevin Williams, he looks like a quality batsman.
Well, you would expect those kind of shots there from Kevin Williams, seeing that he grew up in Jamaica. So you would expect they would face a lot of fast bowling here. So it's a good shot there. The play of the back foot. Most of the players these days don't really get across to the offside to play the punch shot of the back foot. They more stay leg side-ish, which tends to for the ball going in the air and getting caught in the slip region.
Yeah, as we see Patty, this time he's driving that one, coming off the thick outside edge, past the man at a backward point, and now into the boundary for 4. A pretty good delivery from Patty, really allowing Kevin Williams yet again to push out that one outside the line of the off stump. The delivery before, he was well behind that one and pushed it through cover quite easily, and as you said, on this occasion, staying leg side of the ball and getting the outside edge, so you were well on spot with those comments. Kevin Williams, he's in fine form in the tournament as well. He made 60 odd, I think it was, in his first game. He came off 122, I believe, in the last. So he'll want to continue the form that he's in. He'll have to catch young Mikel Govaya, who is on 215 runs, as this short deliveries pulled away over the man at mid-on and into the boundary for 4. So in this over so far, Williams getting the better of Patty. Like the counter-attack from this right-handed batsman.
I think that's the 3rd boundary in this over here. So it's good to see some aggressive stroke play from Kevin Williams here. And if you could put the pressure on Ricardo Patty, it will force a change in the Fatima bowling lineup here. And hopefully the weaker link could come on and runs will be more freely to score here.
Yeah, nobody have really took the attack to Patty so far in the tournament. So if that happens, it could really be some problems for this Fatima unit. As another short delivery, typical Ricardo Patty. He wouldn't like to be pulled away. He responds with another short one that's pulled down to the man at fine leg. And on this occasion, it's only a single. So Kevin Williams now, he'll move on to 20. With him, Dial, he's yet to get off the mark. It's 22 for 2. We are in the 4th over with 1 delivery left. So Patty with 1 delivery left, 3 slips a gully. Looks like, I'm not sure about that man there. It's not really a backward point. As this delivery just wrapping Deal on the pad and it just trickles into the onside for no run. So that will complete 4 overs. It's 22 for 2. Yeah, it's Crooks to continue from the media center, and this delivery just shaping away from the right-handed Kevin Williams, but he drives that one on the up to the man at mid-off, and there is no runs.
Well, after that expensive over from Ricardo Patty, Crooks will be trying to limit as much runs in this over here to try and build the pressure here on Run Gators and hopefully force a full stroke here from Williams.
Yeah, they definitely need to get another wicket because Williams seems set at the moment. And the short delivery, he's on the back foot, didn't hit it quite cleanly. It just goes into the offside. The man at mid-off had to run around to his left to do the fielding, and they completed 1 run. So Williams now, he goes on to 21. Dial still yet to get off the mark. It's I'm really interested to see in this over how Dial is going to approach it. Kevin Williams, he's already turned up the heat, so I don't think it's any reason why Dial should do the same. He probably should just take this, the strike over and get Williams back on strike.
Excellent point, Keston here. I think Crooks will be trying to bowl most of the deliveries here to Dial here and try to build some pressure because he hasn't been scoring freely at all. He's yet to get off the mark and he's been there for some time now. So let's hope he could continue building the pressure here.
Yeah, I can tell you if that wicket of Dial or Williams is to fall now, it's going to steam a bit of nervousness in the Run Gators camp because Dial is someone who usually do the bulk of the scoring. And Williams, I'm really disappointed. Kevin Charles, sorry. I'm really disappointed in the way that Dial is approaching this. And no need to do that. You already lost 2 wickets. You're still in a decent position in terms of the run rate. Why are you trying to beat the bowlers out of the attack? There's no need to do that. Just tickle the strike over.
And that's a good point. For experienced player, I would not have expect this kind of batting from him. And we've seen this kind of batting at the highest level for West Indies, which has brought our downfall, not reaching in the top 4. And there's some crucial games for us to win, but we made some critical mistakes which cost us.
Yeah, I can remember the one, I think it was against Australia, where Andrew Russell, he hit a 6 and no need to go again, just attempted for another big one and threw away a wicket, and that really stemmed a downfall for West Indies in that game, and they lost that match where they definitely should have won. So Dial probably should learn from that, as this delivery outside the line of the off stump, he's just staying leg side of the ball and just swinging his bat on this occasion, getting contact as it goes to the man at short cover, and they scamper through for a single.
Well, so far it has been an excellent over from Crooks here, not conceding much runs, and so far he's doing his job here for the captain, because Ricardo Patty, we know he went for some runs in that previous over here, so Crooks is just trying to tighten it back up there and build the pressure on the Run Gators team here. It's a really small total, but if we continue to to bowl the proper line and lengths and pick up wickets, it could be a very close game.
Yeah, most definitely. It'll be interesting to find out what is Crook's economy rate in this tournament. I'll wait from the stats guru, Amrit Jadu, to give me that information. But Crooks has really been economical throughout the tournament. He's taken up one end so far in the tournament and really deliver for his team. It's been an enjoyable tournament really to watch Crooks and Patty operating from either end, as this short delivery from DL. He's just riding that one as he plays it into the onside for 1 more runs. So Patty is changing to right arm around the wicket to the left-handed DL. Still 3 slips, a gully, a backward point, a mid-off, a mid-on, a backward square, and a man on a fine leg boundary. Oh, nice aggression from Patty, hitting the glove on this occasion of Deonorang DL. So he's definitely not looking to pitch up any deliveries.
And to me, it's a good tactic here from Patty, because Deonorang has not looked comfortable at all against the delivery that has been short of a length. Maybe he should be trying to just work that one into the onside and look for a quick single and get Williams back on strike, because he seems to be in free flow at the moment.
Yeah, as we see Patty again. On this occasion, DL staying leg side of the ball and just pulling that one through mid-wicket. It will go close to the boundary and now into the boundary, as the fielder was unable to pull that one back. So DL is finally getting a boundary. He's finally coming off the mark. So he finally gets his first boundary, and he moves on now to 5. It's 28 for 2. But DL definitely not getting in line with those deliveries from Ricardo Patty. He needs to bat like how he's batted throughout the tournament over the years. As we see this one again, in the end he gets it over the man at backward square and into the boundary, but he was ducking and pulling there.
Yeah, he didn't look comfortable at all playing that breaks hook or pull shot, if you want to call it. I'm not too sure about the feel here, because there's no protection on the onside in terms of deep backward square or deep mid wicket in place. So
yeah, I'm not sure about the field placing. Patty, he wants to be aggressive, but he can bowl an aggressive length outside the line of the off stump and utilize these men in the cordon. We are seeing a change in the field. So they will now have 2 slips, a gully. There's a backward point, a short cover, a mid-off, a mid-on. The backward square, he's outside the ring. He's not fully on the boundary. He's 3/4 and a fine leg on the boundary, as this short delivery. TL probably should have been slapping that one through the offside. In the end, he's still trying to pull that one in the onside, and he hits it straight to the man at mid-on, and there's no run. So still staying leg side of the ball. He clearly doesn't want to get in line of fire at the moment, as Patty's teaming it up. Here is him, this time pitching it, and a wonderful shot just whipped off the legs of DL. The man at mid-on is giving chase, and it's only going to be 2 runs to complete the 6 over. So that will signal the end of the power play, and it's 34 for 2.
So far, we have seen a good fight back there from Run Gators after a really slow start and losing 2 early wickets here. So, it's good to see the batsmen really applying themselves here and trying to play some intelligent cricket. And if they continue in this vein, I believe they should get this total pretty easy in the end.
As we see the signal from the umpire now signal that they allowed 4 men outside the ring. Crooks just getting the information from the stats guru Amrit Jadu that Crooks has gone at an economy rate of 3.75 so far in the tournament. And as an opening bowler bowling in the power play where you're only allowed 2 men outside the ring, you're going to welcome that if you're a skipper.
Definitely pretty impressive bowling here from Crooks. He's been consistent throughout the tournament here, not giving away much extras and just hitting. He's not express fast, but hitting that back of a good length there and really questioning the batsman technique here. And it's a good sign for the skipper.
Yeah, as we see a bit of change in the field this time, as Crooks now runs in, passes the umpire, and this delivery outside the line of the off stump, back of a length, a bit of shape there as Williams is just defending that one along the pitch. It's only going to be one slip now. There's a backward point, a third man on the boundary, an extra cover on the boundary, cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a deep, it looks like a deep backward square, and a man on the fine leg boundary.
Short of a length delivery, and he's just punching that one there out to mid-off, and they scramble for a quick single here. Williams goes on to 22 to score 36 for 2.
This Fatima team will definitely be relying on their opening bowlers to get them close enough to a victory. Patty's done his part so far. Crooks, to me, has been brilliant. He's only gone for 8 runs and he's bowled a 3.2 over so far. Still 4 deliveries left in his 4th over, but he's really been economical so far. He's limited the scoring. Unfortunately for him, he hasn't picked up a wicket, as we see him here on a delivery down the leg side. And as soon as I spoke about him being good, he strays down the leg side. That one will go close to the boundary. It will now go into the boundary as the umpire signals wide and 4 runs. So not what Crooks would have wanted in this over. He would have wanted to continue building that pressure. In the end, he bowls a wide that goes for foot to the boundary. Disappointing for him.
The keeper, I think that was really ordinary work there from the keeper. It was a pretty regulation take and missing that one. You know, when we are chasing low totals, you would expect your fieldsmen to actually hold on to most of the chances that come there and try to stop as much runs as possible. So really untidy work here, and they can't afford that at this stage in the game.
The same keeper took a fantastic catch in the last game. I think it was off of Ricardo Patti. I think his name is Shady Freitas. He was fantastic in the last game. Nothing was passing him, but disappointing on that occasion that he allowed that one to go down to the boundary. That was really an easy take, as you mentioned. So we see that delivery was a full toss that Dionarang just worked into the onside for a single. Sorry, Dial worked into the onside for a single. And he moves the scoring on to 41 for 2.
Seeing that it is a small total here, would you be tempted to bowl Crooks out?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to utilize it. I'm not going to wait to bring him back. It probably won't have an opportunity to bring him back if I wait that long. So he's been exceptional so far. I'm going to utilize his full quota of overs early on. If he's, as this delivery struck on the pad, there's a loud appeal. He has to probably get some bat on that one. What do you think there?
To me, it looked pretty straightforward to me. It looked like it was crashing into a middle and leg stump, but clearly the umpire saw something different.
Probably a bit of bat involved, because the Fatima team don't seem quite disappointed with the decision. So probably we won't be able to hear it from up here. So clearly a bit of bat involved, as we see Crooks again. This delivery. Williams is pulling out to the man at deep mid wicket. And they go through for a single. Crooks is down at the moment, right alongside the pitch. I hope everything is okay with him, as we see his fielders coming to have a look. The umpire as well is having a look to make sure everything is good with him.
Well, the way Crooks is moving now, like it wasn't too serious, and he would be continuing the attack from the media center in here. That was a really poor piece of fielding there out in the deep, and expected better commitment from the fieldsman. He should have been at least diving forward there and trying to take the catch, because that wicket could have changed the game and hopefully swing it in favor of Fatima.
Yeah, definitely. He should have produced a much better attempt, because you already have a total of 107 to defend. You need to fight till the very end if you want to win. And with that situation there, the fielder at deep mid wicket should have been running in trying to complete the catch, and this delivery, it's a full toss that's pulled away past the man at short mid-wicket and into the boundary for 4. So Crooks is in a bit of, seems like he's in a bit of pain at the moment. Clearly something is wrong with him. As we see, that completes the 7th over. It's 46 for 2. As we see Ricardo Patti, he's going to, oh, that's a lovely looking shot. Kevin Charles, a good delivery, just back of a length, but Williams, with his weight going towards the ball, was able to play that one down, be on top of the bounce, and hit it straight to the man at mid-on for a single.
Yeah, definitely it was a good shot there. Only just because he got one, he still managed to hold his shape there because it wasn't full enough for the big booming drive. So he just waited on it a bit and just stroking it down to the mid-on region for a quick single.
Yeah, so good stuff from Williams. He's look really impressive in this tournament. He's been a man in form, and every time he comes to the crease for this Run Gators team, he means business. I can assure you, by the look of things at the moment, he's going to go on to get a decent score if he continues the way he's going. DL, he's raced up to 16, so he'll want to continue as this delivery from Patti. Back of a length, outside the line of the off stump, and DL is cutting that one straight to the man at the backward point for no runs. Lock that out somebody. Let me move you on the phone.
Good delivery there from Ricardo Patti, angling into the left-handed batsman. He just works this one to short mid-wicket, and there's a quick single there. DL moves on to 17. The score goes on to 48 for 2.
Yeah, but Run Gators are well on course for an easy victory here tonight. I would have expected a much better display with the bat from this Fatima team. They really played some poor shots tonight. They probably as well will be disappointed in the way they went out and executed in their first turn at the crease. They are a much better team than that. Thompson, the man I saw when he was out at deep mid-wicket, I think it was the Ramdan, a really poor shot in the situation of the game. But they're a quality team, and I know they're going to bounce back from that as this short delivery is pulled away yet again by Williams. It will now go into the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4 more runs. So he's really pouncing on all short deliveries at the moment. 52 or 49 delivery.
I think this plan of Ricardo Patti has, he will have to change it here because the short ball to Williams is not working at all. Even though he didn't middle that one, he still managed to make proper connection, and that one went into the boundary for 4. It's a short delivery again, and he's looking to pull that one as we wait for the signal from the umpire.
So wide is the signal from the umpire. So it's a wide and 4 runs. So disappointment for Patty. He's been a bit too short, I must say. Typical West Indian style bowling in this spell. He probably should have been pitching up a few more. We see Williams, he's quite good with the short delivery. Test him, see how he plays when it's pitched up and moving around. He hasn't really been able to do that. He's more or less been on his back foot every time he faces up to Patty.
And that's an excellent point, Keston. You need to assess the situation and know the batsman's strengths and weakness, and I believe the short ball might be more effective to the inner end because Williams is having none of it. He has been very aggressive against the short ball, and this one there, cutting him in half as it also bisects the wicketkeeper and goes into the boundary for 4.
Yeah, that's 4 byes. A good delivery on this occasion from Patty. Bringing Williams forward there and cutting him in half, as you said. Unable to get the inside edge or chop it onto the stumps, but a good backup delivery from Ricardo Patty.
Run Gators really running away with this target here. There's been numerous boundaries throughout the last 4 or 5 overs here, so the advantage is definitely with Run Gators, and Fatima will need a miracle if they are to win this game.
Yeah, they'll need to spell something like you, a bowler somewhat like you to turn up for this Fatima deliver. As we see Patty yet again runs into bowl to Williams, or this delivery just back of a length, but Williams is really getting on the top of the bounce and just punching those balls nicely through the offside. I can't help but say this pitch has been absolutely fantastic. The way the ball has been bouncing, this is the 17th day of cricket on that pitch, and it still plays like if it's the first day, so all the credit must go to the guy or the guys preparing the wicket here at the Queen's Park Oval.
And that's an excellent point here, and hopefully if we could get more wickets like this throughout our setup at not only at the under 13 but goes up to Premiership, it will be better for our batsmen there, so we'll be more comfortable playing pace, especially when we in the 40 region we come up against teams like Barbados, who have got a lot of pieces, and we've been struggling in the past few years against Barbados.
Yeah, you can clearly see what a good pitch allows. It allows proper cricket, and throughout this tournament I can testify that the cricket in the tournament has been fantastic. It surprised me somewhat because there are a lot of players who have stopped playing cricket. They just turn up for this tournament, but it has allowed them to come out here and just bat freely, not worry about this one is going to spin square or so. You've just come out and play proper cricket shot. By saying that, you're still going to get a bit of turn, but you now as the spinner have to put in the work, and it's something that has happened throughout the Caribbean. The spinners have been able to get a lot of purchase off the wickets, and when they come up on pitches like these, they're not sure how to bowl. So in this, to me, if you continue playing cricket on these kind of pitches, you're going to better the skill set of the spinners, as well as this delivery is hit over the man at mid-on and into the boundary for 4.
Yeah, good shot there from Dial. This delivery pitched up as he worked this one there onto the onside, and it's a 4 signal there by the umpire. Going back to the point you made, Keston, with the type of wickets, if we look at the setup throughout the region, with special emphasis on Trinidad and Tobago, most of the wickets seem to be on the slow side turning, which put the spinners and them at an advantage, hence the reason why when they go up to the highest level and the wickets are much better, they seem to struggle.
Yeah, they're so accustomed to just not really putting much revolutions on the ball and getting rewards, as we see Dial just pulling that one backward of square and into the boundary for 4. So as of late, the bowling has been all over the place. Crooks was fantastic at the start. Now he's leaking some runs. He's gone for 27 so far. So this Fatima team, the game probably seems but over for them, but they should probably fight till the end, put up a better showing, because it's been some poor bowling so far. But as I've said before, the spinners in the Caribbean or in Trinidad, they just turn up and just toss the ball up and they get wickets quite easily. And when you come up on a track like this, you will hear most of them complaining and saying, there is nothing for me. But you need, as a spinner, to go there and really put in an effort to get wickets, and that's how it should be.
Most definitely. I think if we prepare more wickets like these and put the spinners under pressure, it would actually allow them to raise their game and actually work on the tactical aspect of their game in terms of trying to outsmart batsmen with not only bounce and turn but also variation. And I think that part of the game we've really fallen short, not only at the under 13 but also at the senior level. We've seen that with West Indies.
Yeah, but I must say the groundsmen at the Queen's Park Oval have now decided that they are going to prepare pitches conducive for proper cricket. They are not going to say, all right, you all have 4 spinners, we're going to give you a slow turning track. Oh, that delivery almost bowling down Kevin Williams on this occasion. It came back into the right-hander quite sharply. He just got his bat down in time to prevent it from going on to the stumps.
And well, luck seems to be with the Run Gators team here, because this delivery there, normally when you are out of form, it could be easily to chop that ball on, like we've seen on numerous occasions in this tournament.
Yeah, here is Crooks again as he runs in. This delivery pitched up, coming off the pad as it will go down the leg side to the man on the fine leg boundary for a single. That would be one leg by, I will assume, as we wait to see a decision from the umpire or the signal from the umpire. It looks like it's going to be runs. So that will be 1 run to Williams to complete the 9th over. But as I was saying before, the groundsmen have really taken up the initiative and decided that we are going to produce some proper cricket wickets. We see throughout the season in the oval here, the club season, that a lot of runs were scored here this season. At a point in time during the season, it was a bit flat to start, but the groundsmen quickened it up coming down to the end of the season, and it was really good to watch, to come out here and to watch proper cricket. Batsmen really showcasing their talent. Bowlers actually have to work hard to get a proper batsman wicket. So it was nice to see, and I can tell you they're going to continue in that similar vein. If you remember the Sri Lanka test match here, to me, it was one of the most memorable test matches for me, because on the 5th day of that test match, the ball was flying like if it was the first day. So they really put a lot of effort and work in towards those pitches here at the Queen's Park Oval.
Oh, it's a short delivery there, and he's just working that one off the hips as it goes to the deep backward square as they throttle for a single. It's an overthrow here, some really poor backing up here as they pinches another run here. Going back to your point with the type of pitches, with these surfaces here at the Queen's Park Oval, I think it would encourage more youngsters to become fast bowlers. And if we could get that throughout, not only at Queen's Park Oval, but throughout the region. Oh, this delivery there, he's just trying to work that one on the onside, gets a leading edge as it flies out to the sweeper on the cover boundary.
Yeah, and you have a valid point there, because during the season, for instance, I could pick out young Eric Garcia. He's a young man who probably wasn't really serious about his fast bowling, and with the pitches that they've prepared in the oval throughout the season, we could see him running in and putting in that effort, because he was really enjoying bowling on that. We've seen the rewards that he have gotten throughout the season. He picked up 8 wickets in the zonal tournament, bowling some really good line and lengths. So that in itself helped him a long way, as this delivery is flicked out to the man at the backward square for a single. So DL moves on now to 27.
Good shot there from Williams. It was short of a length delivery as he just punching that one there out to the past the cover.
Or not sure.
Was not sure at all.
Patty yet again, this time pitched up and coming off the bottom edge of Williams as it trickles along the floor to the man at third man for a single. Another point I have to make, Charles, is that what I'm impressed with is that at this stage in the season, when cricket is more or less finished, it's nice to see a lot of grass still on the square. And at the start of the tournament, this pitch as well had a lot of grass. There's still a lot on it. You probably won't see it from here, but there's still a lot of grass. So that's something that has really helped as well.
Well, we got some of the best groundsmen here at the Queen's Park Oval. We got Andy Alexander, who went with Kenneth Stewart and Mano for the curator course in Antigua. So they've learned a lot here, and hopefully, and they, as you can see, they are clearly imparting their knowledge on the younger groundsmen. Hence the reason why we are getting better wickets here at the Queen's Park Oval.
Yeah, most definitely. Fabulous pitches that make these nights here at the Queen's Park Oval quite enjoyable. I can bet you a couple years ago I would have been sleeping on myself because the batsman would not have been able to play proper shots. The ball used to be turning quite square. So it's really nice to see that I can sit and watch some proper shots and batsmen being able to play the ball on the up. So that's going to help a lot for them as well. And these young cools that are playing in the tournament, they should really enjoy this because when they go Barbados, it's going to be something similar that they are going to encounter as this delivery is just pushed into the offside to the man at backward point for no runs.
Crooks so far is in his final over here, 5 overs, no beaten for 29 runs, and they will have to make a change from the media center. And I don't know how much bowling options they have here, but the game is truly, you could say, done and dusted here because there's only a little bit of runs to go, and there's a loud appeal here for leg before, and the umpire says it's not out.
Oh, that one looked a bit close. I'm not sure what happened there. I would like to think that he got some batting involved in that one. I can't even say that he was struck outside the line of off stump because he was really hanging back somewhat. So that's probably a life for Williams on 35. Crooks isn't amused one bit. He's a bit disappointed as we see him now runs in again. And this delivery on the line of the leg stump, and on this occasion Williams is just pulling that one away down to the fine leg boundary for 4 runs. So probably given a live by the umpire and capitalizing on that with the next delivery.
Most definitely, and the bowlers seems to be really struggling here. They are not getting their line and length right here because Williams has been very strong on anything that has been short of a length here, and they keep feeding him those type of deliveries there. Hence the reason why he's on the 39. Yeah,
and this Fatima team look a bit dejected at the moment. They aren't really supporting. They probably believe that the game is well but over. But in cricket, to me, I just love to see a bit of fight. It doesn't matter if the game is over, just fight till the very end. That impresses me the most with any cricketer. As Crooks just has to pull away. Probably someone was talking still as he was running up, so the batsman didn't stand at his crease. Crooks again as he runs in now, passes the umpire on a nice solid shot from Williams yet again, presenting the full face down to the man at long off for a single. Yeah, it's Crooks again to Dial. This one, he's on the back foot more or less, just punching that one into the offside to the man at short cover, and there is no run. So one delivery left in the 11th over.
I see DL staying leg side of the ball here. Not a lot of foot movements here, just playing with the bat here. Got a good hand and eye coordination for a fella his age.
Yeah, he's a quality player. I think DL played for Trinidad some years ago. As this delivery going down to the fine leg boundary. Patty does well on the boundary as he runs around and does the feeling. No signal from the umpire, so it seemed like it's runs. So that will complete the 11th over. It's 84 for 2. So Ricardo Patty is going to bowl his final over. 84 for 2. They require 24 runs off 114 delivery. As DL is pulling that one, the man on the fine leg boundary will run in and do the fielding, and they'll only get 1 run. So the score now moves on to 85 for 2.
It was a well-directed short ball from Patty here. This one hustling onto DLA. He still managed to make some contact, but not good enough to go to the man on the boundary.
Yeah, I think he probably have overused the short ball in this innings. He's been a bit expensive. He's gone for 46 so far. He's currently going at an economy rate of 8.90. So a bit expensive on his part. As this delivery, oh, that's a lovely looking shot on the up through the cover position and into the boundary for 4. That's a fantastic shot. Quite a fabulous looking shot there, Charles.
Yeah, it was a good shot there. He's been in for a while now, so we'd expect those sorts of shots from Williams here. He's gotten accustomed to the pace of the wicket and the bowling of Ricardo Patty here.
Yeah, he's been fantastic tonight. Oh my word, that is the shot of the night. That delivery pitched up on about the leg stump, and it just won't drive that one past the man at mid-on into the boundary for 4. That's a shot of authority.
Most definitely, that's the second boundary we've seen in this over. The first one, hitting that one over the cover region, and then on this occasion, this delivery was pitched on the onside, and he just whipped that one. Whipped that one onto the onside. It was hit with tremendous force as it crashed into the ropes for 4 more.
Yeah, lovely looking shot from Williams. He probably looks like he want to finish the game in this over as we see this delivery from Patty. Oh my word. That one was met with disdain. He just hit that one right back over Patty's head and into the boundary for 4. So that brings up the 50 for Williams as well. 52 of 35 deliveries. 9 fours for him. A strike rate of 148. So he's been been serious throughout this tournament. He's really come out in every game and really showcased his talent.
Yeah, once again, a good knock from Williams here, and this is dangerous signs here because he's got another game tomorrow against the Queen's Park lineup, and they will be wary of the power he possesses.
Yeah, hopefully he can deliver for Glenora as well. If he can bat like this tomorrow, he's definitely going to score 100. But Patty at the moment is probably going at the most expensive economy rate in the tournament so far. He's going at 10.24 per over. So really expensive tonight. All the hype throughout the tournament has been about the best bowling attack in the tournament, which is the Fatima team with Crooks and Patty. But tonight, Patty taken a thumping from Williams.
And it has been fantastic batting throughout the innings here, both from Dial and Williams here. Williams being the more aggressive one in the partnership here. This is a short delivery and he's trying to cut that one here, makes no contact. And that's the end of the over here. Patty finished with figures 6 overs, 2 wickets for 58 runs. The score 98 for 2. And Fatima have been a bit wayward tonight with 17 extras, and they would need to tighten up on that for the games to come.
Yeah, they definitely will need to fix that for the remainder of the games. I can't see anyone else beating them in this tournament, honestly. This to me is more or less the final, in my opinion, because these are the two best teams in the tournament. They're going to have a lot of teams that are going to say otherwise, but this Rungetters team, they've won the tournament before, so they mean business. This Fatima team, I think they've won it as well. So a lot of quality in both teams. The disappointment for me today is the way that this Fatima team have batted. They would have wanted to put on a better showing and probably make this game a much better contest in the end. But Run Gators, they were sharp in the field. They took all their catches and they were right on the money. They didn't have the express pace of Patty or Crooks. Those bowlers they had really hit the right areas and delivered.
I know it's good to see Run Getters here. They've been very aggressive in this run chase here as this delivery is short, and he's pulling this one there into the mid-wicket boundary for 4 more. Powerfully struck from Williams. He goes on to 56, and it's a good sign. It's a good sign for Run Getters here, trying to finish the game in really quick time to send a strong message to the other teams to come in the tournament.
Yeah, they only require 6 more runs for victory, and this will be a really emphatic victory for this Run Getters team. It's bring up their 100-run partnership of their 70-something deliveries. I think it's 77 deliveries as this delivery goes into the boundary yet again for 4 more runs. So 2 runs required for victory. And Charles, this was a really top performance from this Run Getters team. They were probably in a spot about early on when Patty got those 2 early breakthroughs. But since then, Williams and Dial has really steadied the ship.
Most definitely, it has been intelligent batting from the 2 batsmen here. Dial, a little more experience here, but Williams really very fearless in the way he approaches innings here. And this delivery is lifted again into the deep mid-wicket area, and it's a big 6, and that's the end of the game. Run Gators winning by 8 wickets, a really comprehensive win here tonight.
Yeah, what a way to finish the match, and no other person to really hit that winning shot. He's been exceptional tonight. He's really come out and stamped his authority. He finishes on a 66 not out. An easy chase in the end for Run Getters, but nonetheless, they did the required job that they had to do, and they did it in quick time. So that concludes the match here for tonight. Run Getters coming out victorious. This was a top of the table clash between these two. In the end, Run Getters being victorious. As we leave you here from the Queen's Park Oval, we want to thank everyone that has joined us yet again at Club Cricket TT. Don't forget to like the page. Subscribe, click the bell icon so you can know when we are on. I must say thanks to Kevin Charles as well for joining us here tonight. It was a pleasure having you, and hopefully we can see you throughout the tournament again.
Thanks a lot. It was a good game here, and actually commentating alongside Keston Lewis here. It's good for the tournament, and hopefully I will be back to commentate a few more games and bring more excitement to the people who are tuning in.
Yeah, it will be an honor to have you back throughout the tournament. But as we leave you here from the Queen's Park Oval, in the 17th match of the Bryan Davis Cricket Festival, it was Fatima against Run Gators. Run Gators, they won the match quite comprehensively. We look forward to seeing you here for another interesting fixture tomorrow at the Queen's Park Oval. Join us tomorrow and be safe.